back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was UFC 299 today, and there was a bunch of great fucking fights, but I'm going to make this fucking podcast exclusively about Dustin the Diamond Poirier. With a special mention to the Australian dude, Jack Della Maddalena, or whatever the fuck it is, who literally has no cartilage in his nose. It's just flopping around. It's fucking completely turned one side of his face. He is a rough looking Australian dude. If he wasn't fighting, he'd either be in jail or he'd be like a unlicensed tradesman, just smoking darts and doing dodgy jobs. But he beat Gilbert Burns today, and Gilbert Burns is no fucking joke. But to me, the night was all about fucking Dustin the Diamond Poirier. I think he became my favorite fighter of all time tonight because there was so much to it. Even Dana White said it in the post-fight press conference. He's like, these fights are the fights that make you a fucking legend. Because there is no reason why Dustin Poirier needed to fight this guy. And by this guy, I mean fucking Benoit Saint-Denis. The young fucking French dude who'd just been on a fucking tear through the UFC, just fucking smashing everyone. He's an ex-fucking Foreign Legion army fucking soldier. Just as tough and as brutal as you can fucking get. Everyone was dodging him because he's too fucking dangerous and he's a little bit further outside the rankings, so you don't need to fight him if you're in the top fucking few. But Dustin Poirier's like, all right, I'll fucking take him on. And Dustin Poirier, he's a headliner. He doesn't need to fight this cunt. It's a dangerous fucking fight. Poirier's 36 now. He's done it fucking all. He's one of those fighters, he hasn't won a championship yet, but in the eyes of UFC fans and fight fans, he's a fucking champion. I'll go through his fucking record. I'll tell you the people this cunt's fought. This is in the last 8 years. This is who Dustin Poirier has fought in the last 8 years. Bobby Green, Michael Johnson, Jim Miller, Eddie Alvarez, Anthony Pettis, Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez again, Max Holloway, Khabib, Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor again, Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, and fucking Benoit Saint-Denis. So if you're telling me this cunt is not a fucking champion, you are fucking out of your mind. That is an absolute murderer's row of fucking murderers. There's not one easy fight in there for the last fucking 8 years. Yeah, he took a couple of fucking L's in there. One of them was against Khabib at Khabib's fucking peak, but also fucking Poirier had a fucking, I think it was a guillotine on him that was tight as fuck, but Khabib got out and he ran into Oliveira when Oliveira was on a fucking run as well. And his last fight was against Justin Gaethje. And he was looking good in that fight until he copped a fucking shin to the head and it was just lights out. So you're talking about a fighter that has just fought fucking everyone. There's no fucking breaks in there. And tonight it looked like it was going to follow a story as old as time. Fighter gets a little bit old. He gets KO'd, lights out by a fucking head kick. The next fight he takes is against a fucking up-and-coming young fucking bull, a new murderer on the scene. And the way the story usually goes is the new fucking killer beats the old guy and takes his mantle. And it looked like it was going to happen. It looked like this guy was just powerful. It looked like there was nothing you could do to fucking stop this Benoit Saint-Denis. Poirier had him in fucking tight guillotines, but this guy just fucking popped his head out. It was like rough, and it looked like Poirier was gassing a little bit and it was the first round, you were like, oh no, not another one. Not another dude that's just gone a little too long. Age is fucking catching up with him. There's no way he's going to be able to stick with this dude for fucking 5 rounds. And then start of the second, Dustin Poirier just fucking starches this fucking dude. And you're like, no way. No fucking way. He did it. Every single Poirier fight. This is why I fucking love this guy so much. Every single Poirier fight, he goes through adversity. And somehow he fucking fights through it. Like, you can't do anything about a fucking shin kick to the head. You can't fucking do anything about a fucking rear naked choke. But if you get wobbled, a lot of fighters fucking just throw in the towel. I've seen Poirier get fucking wobbled in just about every fight. He always goes through adversity and it just manages to fucking dig deep into the well and fucking just fight through it, maintain his composure. And I think what happens is these fighters are like, I don't think I'm going to be able to put this cunt away. He's just going to dig deeper than me. That's his fucking power. That's his main ability, is I'm going to fucking dig deeper into the well than you will. Let's go to war and let's see who's going to come out alive. He is an absolute fucking marvel. I hope somehow he can get another fucking shot at the title and win the belt, become the champion. But even if he doesn't, he's one of the greatest fighters of all fucking time. What a fucking performance tonight was. It was one of those transcendent performances. It was one of those performances that just broke the rules. Like, the story had been written, this was the end. But as always, the diamond was able to fucking dig deeper. Go buy his fucking hot sauce. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight. I had a few fucking people jump on the Patreon, so I'm going to give them a big fucking shout out. We had fucking Hayden Meyer out there in New Zealand. I got your message, man. I will reply to it tonight, which actually means probably Wednesday. We got fucking Tom Tierney. I thought it was Tommy Tiernan at the start, and I got a little bit excited, but I'm just as happy with Tom fucking Tierney. And we got fucking Cody Cotton, the Cot Dog. Thanks for joining. Jump on the Patreon. The link's at boylecomedy.com, and I'll see you the fuck later.